My beautiful Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your new love reading. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. As you can see, I'm in a different location. I will be here for the next couple of weeks, so please bear with me as the sound is not very good here sometimes. I will be back to usual in 2 weeks. I'm just visiting my folks, so I'll be returning to normal soon. Also, if you'd like to win a personal reading, I've put the details of that in the major quickie for Gemini. I uploaded that a couple of days ago, so everything there is what you need, so please refer to that. If you feel like you're in a twin flame connection, this is not your reading. I will be doing a twin flame reading in the next couple of days. This is the new love one. So let's get straight to your reading, my beautiful Gemini. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know regarding new love? We have gifts. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? We have soulmate. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Ooh, 2 more. We have new love and we have work. Okay, so definitely indicating that the soulmate has now been activated and it's coming on through for you. So I'm also using, that was Amira's Love Oracle, and I'm now using Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels to gauge what they would like to discuss for you. Thank you so much. We have trust. Okay, we also have keep an open mind. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know regarding new love? Can you please guide them for their highest good? I'm truly grateful for the messages so far. For those of you who are new to my channel, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the cards, as I believe that is my energy and not the message you're meant to receive. Everyone is different. There is no right or wrong way. They've asked me to go again. Yes, sorry. I was just seeing if they wanted me to go again. They do. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. 2 more. Okay, so we have wedding. Oh, interesting. And we have past life relationships. So they're just indicating that it is soulmate energy. You have a soul contract with this person. So we have gifts. Gemini, they're indicating as soon as I touch this card that you have untapped gifts that you are not exploring at this present moment in time. I don't often get this energy from this card, but what they're indicating here is there is some sort of hobby or something that you're really good at, that you can actually do what you love and almost live off that. You know, money will come from that. So there is some sort of untapped potential here. They want you to release your gifts. Whatever it is you're thinking about getting off the ground, perhaps you're thinking about using your gifts to create a business, and that would really speak to your entrepreneurial spirit. They're indicating this will be the time to now explore those ideas. You're very fertile for ideas at this present moment in time. And it will be, it's like opening the box on your true potential. Okay, so there's a spiritual ascending here. And also there is an indication it will help you move forward. Whatever this is, it will help you move forward. They're just asking me to look at this card a little bit closer, so I will. It's a lot of growth here, but there is a spiritual element to it. It feels very much like spiritually ascending. It's like finding your prosperity path, your life's purpose. This is the time for that. Now you may find this new person on that quest for this spiritual sort of illumination. But we're going to go deeper and find out. So they're giving me that it will lead to a lot of growth here. They're actually just giving me lion's roar. Lion's roar. So perhaps there's a Leo element there to it, or lion's roar. It's about courage, finding that strength, or even shouting about your gifts. Lion's roar, you know, have the courage to shout. Oh, the candle's going crazy there, so they're indicating it's about making sure you sort of peacock yourself. Shout about your talents. You may not wish to draw attention to yourself in that way, but there's something about lion's roar. You may even be having some sort of logo to do with your business that it has a lion head that is roaring or something. If it resonates in some way, then there's something in this message for you. They're also saying X marks the spot. X marks the spot. So perhaps that's where your fortune lies, is in your gifts, whatever it is that you've been given here on this earthly plane. X marks the spot. It feels very much like that's where your treasure is. Now it could be something like, perhaps you're an artist and you're actually drawing up something for some sort of presentation, and there's an X on there, like X marks the spot, indicating, you know, it's like orienteering. Perhaps you're even going on some sort of group thing, orienteering, where you're finding clues, and X marks the spot. It feels very much sort of like a bit of a game. Maybe they're indicating that, you know, if you treat your hobby like some sort of work or some sort of game, it'll be very fertile for you, and your riches will come from there. But there's an energy here of untapped potential. And where your gifts shine, you actually attract a mate. You become more energized and glowing as a result. So it feels very much like living in the present with this gift that you have magnetizes you and raises your frequency, which helps the soulmate activation. Now, obviously, we have soulmate coming on in. So this is divinely guided. It feels it's a very passionate connection. Okay, in fact, the passion is off the charts as soon as you meet. So it is like a lightning bolt between you and this person, very energized. Show me some sort of path. It's like you're on some sort of quest. Now, this could be a spiritual quest that you're actually on, or you're pairing up in a team. There's some sort of team game or something. This is quite precise. I mean, it can't be for everybody, but it feels like where you're coming together to action some sort of adventure, some sort of adventurous path where there may be clues or something along the way. It feels like you're following the path. Okay, following the path. That may be spiritually you're following the path, and Spirit is sending clues along the way, so trust your intuition and pay attention to synchronicities, but they're indicating that you're on the right path. And there is some sort of adventure involved here. But your soulmate's coming in quite quickly. They're just giving me pear. So they're actually showing me a fruit, which is a pear. So either you're eating a pear, that's a very precise fruit. If you're eating a pear at this moment, or you're preparing a pear, or having a pear or something at this moment in particular, then there's something in this message for you. But I'm guessing symbolically, if I think of the word pear, you're quite a pair. You and this person, you know, you're quite a match there. And pear is quite unique. Quite a unique fruit. Pear drops. Maybe you're eating pear drops, sweet, candy. Pear drop. So because they're indicating it's like a teardrop. Pear. Okay. The shape, not as in there is sadness here. Just want to clarify that. Now we also have new love coming on in here, and they're indicating with this card that this person is quite a catch, as much as you are. Okay. So initially, Gemini, you may feel that this person is kind of like too good to be true. They have quite a pure heart. You may be looking for the holes in this person. You know, when things go really right and you're like, this is going too well. I'm enjoying the moment, but this is going too well. Something bad's going to happen. Okay, they're indicating to release that energy, because that comes from some sort of deep-seated trust issues that you may have picked up along the way in other relationships. You may have even picked that trust issue up in family wounding, because they're indicating it goes deeper than that. We will come to that in a moment. But this new love that's coming on in, it's meant for you. Okay, it literally is the best of the best. You deserve the best of the best. It's two hearts within one. They're giving me two hearts within one. So perhaps that suggests in the future that you and this person will either it's interesting when I gave when they're thinking about having a third person, as in having a family and having a third person like a child, they said adopt. Okay, so perhaps you'll adopt a child with this person if you cannot have children, or it's about having a child with this person, because it's two hearts within one is what they're indicating. So male or female, not a gender specific reading. Two hearts within one is what they're giving me. I'm trying to see what that could be symbolically. 2 hearts within 1. 2 hearts within 1. Perhaps they already come with a child from a previous relationship, or you do. That's what they're indicating. But there's new love here, and it's quite a whirlwind. It's really passionate. Oh, it's so interesting. This they said to me, bokeh, and they really want me to have a look at the sort of spots here that are on the card. They're indicating that there is a term in photography, bokeh or bokeh. I'm hearing it as bokeh. Okay, so perhaps you are a photographer, or they are. You'll meet at a place perhaps that is in some way connected to you taking some sort of group photo, because I feel like there's a group here. That is a term that they're wanting to indicate to you. Perhaps you're, you've just come off an assignment, or you're about to do an assignment. They want you to pay careful attention to this reading if that's you, because bokeh is quite precise. But they're indicating bokeh. It's like a soft focus, beauty, really homely, earthy, kind of warm kind of energy. So it's almost like if you're looking at a photo and you've got bokeh on it, or whatever that term is, it feels very sort of warm, inviting, just like this person's heart, and your heart also, Gemini. That's what they're giving me. This person feels like home. They feel familiar. They feel really warm and sort of they're very beautiful, both inside and out, and they absolutely mirror your energy, because they're indicating here you have a very bright light within you. There's a lot of passion, wonderful ideas. You're a go-getter, but there is this little box over here that is kind of like kept quiet about, where you just long to have a place that you call home, that you just feel like you have your heart that you want to give to somebody, to call it home. Look after that. I'll call you home. It's this sort of energy. This is the person that you can do that with. Okay, they're coming on in. Now we also have work. So you may have buried your head in work due to a past relationship that did not go the way you'd hoped. There is trust issues here with this work card. Now this could be that you have trust issues at work. Perhaps you do not trust your work family. Maybe there's some sort of office politics going on there, or sloppy teamwork, no support. It really feels, this is very separate than the love reading. I don't know why it's coming on in, but it's somehow relevant. It feels like you're putting a face on it. Now you always come in truth, Gemini. You speak the truth of the situation, but I feel like you may be being silent on some issue where you're just being diplomatic, putting on a smile, thinking, you know what, I got no place to say anything about this at this present time, because it feels like you recognize that there's nothing you can do about this situation, but you're just observing it. It's almost like you're observing it and taking notes. Oh, really? Really? You think that? Okay. It's like you're building a profile, something to do with work. That's taking up a lot of your time and a lot of your mental energy, they're indicating. Whilst that is wonderful, they're giving you a mindfulness kind of energy where it is, there's a lot of perfectionism and workaholism that goes with this card. And they want you to remember, you're here to have fun, Gemini. Don't forget that, okay? Yes, you're thinking about your financial future, and you're building a career path for yourself that really sets your soul on fire, which is amazing. And because there is some sort of politics that goes with it, or some sort of bureaucracy, because they're showing me the pen, and it feels like there's a lot of paperwork where things have to be signed, and there's a lot of thought that goes into it. It's almost like it takes up a lot of your energy. By the end of the day, you're like, looking for love, I'm done and done. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy. So they're just showing me here, ease up, address your work-life balance. Okay, now we have trust issues. Well, it says trust here, but it says this situation is calling for you to have faith. Now, you may feel like this is not the right time to meet your soulmate because there's a lot going on work-wise, but also in terms of you exploring this new avenue with your hobby or your gifts that you've been given. I feel like there is some sort of sideline perhaps that you're trying to get going there in terms of work. So it feels like you've got your main work, but also you've recognized that you have skills in a certain area, and you're also trying to action that, and it's just taking up a lot of your time. So with this trust issue, right, I'll come to the trust issue bit in a moment. Sorry, they're just giving me something. What they want to indicate here is this wand, okay? This masculine figure, male or female, this is not a gender specific reading. This masculine figure is holding a wand over the Cupid. It's almost like, I'm not ready for love right now. Okay, you just stay right there. We will talk about love in a couple of months' time when I get this project sorted, I get this thing off the ground. Recognize that things happen in divine order, okay? So we often have no control over meeting the love of our life, okay? It often happens when it's most inconvenient, actually, because spirit will, when you take your mind off things, you set out a cosmic order, as it was, to the universe, saying, I really love to fall in love with someone like this, that, and that, and then life gets in the way, you get really busy, and then all of a sudden, the thing that you ordered shows up, and it's like, surprise, and you're like, but not right now, I'm not ready for it right now. And Spirit says, well, here it is, so work around it. So if you're putting it on hold, looking for love or anything like that, Spirit says ease up, okay? What it's connected to, burying your head in work, it seems to be connected to a past relationship that did not go the way that you'd hoped. It's like you buried your head in work because it was easier that way. It was easier to control. And I'm not saying you have control issues at all, Gemini. I would never say that. I'm just picking up an energy of it was sink or swim. Okay, and you chose to swim. And by swimming, I mean you buried your head in work to focus on something else, so the emotions did not constantly wash over you. So they're indicating here that also there is some sort of deep-seated trust issue. So it may come from a wounding from past relationship, and that's why you're putting the brakes on a little bit, because you're protecting your wonderful heart. Now, the person you meet, the new person who's coming on in, they want to get to know you, and they want to get to know you quite quickly. I feel like this person's quite free in their spirit. They're earnest. As soon as they meet you, they're like, oh, Gemini, wow. And it's like they're in. Okay, they just want to get to know you straight away. It's all about you, all about you. And you may think, whoa, this is a bit intense. I'm not sure if I want it to be all about me right now. And then there's moments where you're like, kind of like this. But then there's another moment where you're like, no, just stay right there. I just need to consult some stuff. It's really like staccato kind of energy. There's transformation here, and because you can see the skull and crossbones over the heart area. So this is scorpionic energy, so perhaps this person has a Scorpio placement. They're quite intense. But I also, or maybe you have a Scorpio placement as well. But what they're giving me here is there is a rebirth of sort of a mojo rebirth in terms of your heart. You're transforming. It's time to let go of any old wounding and to let love in. Is what they're giving me. Let it unfold naturally. There's solid pillars. One pillar is crumbling. So that's the pillar to the past is crumbling. Old ideas, everything that you thought you knew about love, it's all crumbling away. Because the big reveal is a huge, beautiful new pillar that is solid and built on really strong foundations. It's actually golden. Okay, so it feels like you've hit the jackpot. Something about the treasure, the jackpot, or X marks the spot, very important during this time period that I've set, which is the 15th of October through to the 15th of November. And just beyond, sometimes they go a little bit beyond. Now we have keep an open mind. This person may not be, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so you may be slightly hesitant at first when you meet this person, because you're like, oh, this person's interesting. They've got a different perspective on the world. This person really puts you a little bit on the back foot at first, because they are quite intense. They really want to get to know you. They're very interested in you quite quickly. Your conversations are off the chart. Okay, there's a lot to discuss here. There's a lot of meeting of minds, first and foremost, but there's also passion. It sort of sets everything on fire, these conversations. But you're like, really? Is this person like this all the time? This is too good to be true. But this person is true. And they just are very free. It feels like perhaps this person, they've either managed to release all the baggage from past relationships themselves, and they've healed quite a lot, or they haven't actually been hurt to the degree you have, and it feels like they're very free in their spirit. They just want to like grab you and kind of like run off on an adventure with you, and just, you know, experience the rest of their lives with you. Okay. Now they're just asking me to look at this card a little bit closer, so I will. One moment, please. Well, they just gave me, this is an opera, I think. Così fan tutti. Così fan tutti. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Così fan tutti? No, Così fan tutti. That's, okay. That they're just giving me that. Perhaps, maybe you like opera, and I'm not sure what that even means, Così fan tutti. I'll have to look it up when I finish the reading. But they're giving me that. So perhaps this person is a creative kind of person, or you are. Something in some way resonates. Perhaps you're even listening to that opera, part of it, as you listen to this reading, or you've just finished it. Perhaps you're a performer yourself and you're learning that music for some sort of recital or something. If that's you, then there's something in this message for you. I'm gathering by the energy of Così fan tutti that it's Italian. So perhaps your person or you are Italian, or you have some sort of connection family-wise to Italy. Now there's something here, there's something hidden. Now this could be you or the new person who's coming on in. No, it's you, Gemini. It feels like you're hiding some sort of talent. You've got a special talent and you're not exploring it. It's coming up in this reading, in this card as well, that you're sitting on something that is actually very special, a gift that you've got. You're just sitting on it. You may realize that you have it, but you may not realize that this is your soul path. This is the reason why you're here. Using that gift actually helps you ascend. It's your divine order. It's your life's purpose. But you're just sitting on it. Okay. Now they're also indicating a dream catcher for me. I'm seeing 3 dream catchers. 3, that's quite a lot. So perhaps you have 3 dream catchers, but they're green. There's something green about them. And one of them seems to be like a dream catcher that's also a bit of a medicine, something about health. Okay, if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. I mean, a lot of people have got dream catchers, but there's one in particular that's kind of got green on it, and it's got something to do with a health wheel or something. If that's you, then there's something in this message for you. But they're indicating with that your dreams are coming true. The dream catcher, there's a lot of manifestation here. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, you're about to receive. Now we also have healing family issues. And it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, so there is some sort of ancestral wounding or family wounding. I'm getting it's more family wounding because it feels very immediate. Wounding hanging over you. It connects to trust issues. So this may have haunted your current relationships or your past relationships, and you've been trying to heal from that. There's some sort of sorrow here as well, some sort of sorrow. And it feels like, Gemini, in this sorrow, you are trying to reach out to make the situation better. Okay, it feels like you want to give your beautiful love and your heart to help the situation, but it's something that you cannot help. But no matter what, you still try. So whatever that was in childhood, it feels there was a sorrow and you were offering yourself up to help. And it was an understanding that unfortunately you cannot help in this situation. But there is still sorrow that lingered in some way. So perhaps there was some sort of family loss or something. It's very deep. You may not even realize it, but in some way there is some sort of sorrow or loss that is triggering kind of feelings of fear. If you fall in love too deeply with somebody, you feel that you may lose them, and you fear that. So I feel like this comes from childhood, from some event in childhood there. They want you to look at that because it may be the reason why you're actually gravitating towards certain people, where relationships, they go a certain way and they go round and round in circles, and they never come to the fruition that you'd hoped for, because it feels like you're gravitating towards the same sort of people excuse me, in order to learn the lesson of loving yourself, believing in yourself, and knowing your worth, that nobody's going to walk away from you. Okay, the right person is not going to walk away from you. So that fear, they just want me to transmute this to you as they're giving it to me. So I don't want you to shoot the messenger or anything. What they're giving me is, if you think of a dog and you walk past a dog and you're afraid of that dog can sense fear. Okay, and that dog will either normally that dog will gravitate towards you because you fear, and a dog is an instinctual kind of like pack animal, so it believes then that it has the power in the relationship between you and it, and it may bark. But if you are commanding, you stand in your power. You haven't said anything, it's just an undercurrent. Fear gives off certain aromas and sort of, I don't want to call it pheromones because I'm not really scientifically knowledgeable, but they're indicating that there's a vibration that comes off you. Humans feel this too. Okay, so if there is an undercurrent of you in a relationship where everything's going fine and then something is triggered in you, then all of a sudden the trust issues come to the fore, where you think, I could lose this person. I don't want to lose this person. I never want to lose this person. I love this person so much. You start to change the dynamics without it even being spoken. You're giving off energy that is unspoken, and then the shift in the relationship naturally happens, and then it starts to crumble away. So they want you to be aware of that, because even though you feel like, how is that going to even transmute in your relationships? It does, because we're just, fear and things like that, it emanates a frequency and it changes dynamics. So we'll move on from that, but that's what they want me to give you there. Now we also have wedding. So this soulmate connection, it will lead to a higher level commitment. This person, they're really proud that you're on their arm. It says this situation involves marriage. So higher level commitment here, this person, yeah, they are so proud that they got you. You may feel like they are a real catch and that they actually feel the same way about you, if not more so. It feels like it's all about you for them. They want the best for you. So obviously you have to watch that, because this person also has a bit of a past of, they're very free, but they do take care of everybody. So they're very warm, very open, and they really think the best of you. It's interesting. They're just saying sausages to me. Sausages. That's so weird. So either you're having sausages at this present moment in time, or you've just sat down, you've just literally put the plate of sausages down as I've said sausages, and you're like, wait, what? Did she just say sausages? That's this energy that I'm getting here. If that's you, then there's something in this message for you. Perhaps you're even a butcher, or I'm a veggie, so there's no judgment here, obviously, but we all have our own way of life. But they're just giving me sausages. Okay, I can't understand what that is, sort of on a symbolic plane, and perhaps I don't really want to go there. Yeah, whatever that is. Let's move on. Now there's something here about time. Put your time away. That's what they're giving me. Put your time away. Okay, so perhaps you've got a timeline of events. You have a thought process of, by the age of 35, I'm going to be married. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. They're saying time is a man-made concept. Okay, put that time away, because actually let things unfold naturally. It's like they're really highlighting this sort of chain that is it's like a pocket watch, and the pocket watch, it's been put in the pocket, it's away. They want you to put it away. Know that it's there, it's ticking away, but don't pay any attention to it. Okay, that's what they want you to know, because you may feel like time is running out to find your soulmate, and there's this energy of it's like very effervescent. Okay, they just want you to be calm. It's all going to happen in divine timing. Now we also have past life connection. You have a soul contract with this person. You've known each other before. Now they're not giving me a time period of when you've known each other before. Perhaps they will in a moment. But what they're showing me here is this person, they could not let you go. They could not let you go in the last life. You were with each other right until the end. The very, very passionate connection. And this person vowed that they would find you. As much as it is, Gemini, an equal thing, this person, I mean, it's not that they were possessive. I feel very much like this person was kind of like, there's nobody like my Gemini. I will never, ever in any lifetime seek another soul. I want my Gemini. It's that energy. And this person's come back to find you in this life also. But I feel like you both made that soul contract, but they are adamant that they will never stop. They will never rest. There's something in this person that feels like there's something missing until they meet you. And they're about to meet you. So you're coming into being. You may also have felt deep down, even when you were with other people, there was a little something missing. Well, it's this person, okay, because of the deep soul contract you made with this person. Oh, it's a very Celtic feel here. They're giving me Scotland. So very Celtic when you knew each other before. They're not giving me a date, but they're also saying smoke. I'm getting an image that it's smoke from a fire, like a large bonfire or something. It's not like someone's just gone out for a smoke with a cigarette. So perhaps you're lighting a bonfire at this present moment in time, burning some old stuff or something. I'm not sure what the connection between Scotland and smoke is. That maybe there is an event in Scotland that happened, a great burning period. Burns night. Maybe Burns night. Maybe that's a thing. Burns night. Burning. I'm not sure what they're giving me there, but I'm going to have a look. I'll research it afterwards. I do apologize. My knowledge of history, I mean, it only goes so far. I can't know the whole history of mankind. So that's what they're giving me there anyway. So if that resonates in some way for you, I'm just seeing two people standing on top of a cliff. It's very romantic. It's very passionate. Wow. It's like a film. It's like this kind of like, you know, those promises that last the test of time. It feels like two people on top of a cliff who are about to, I'm getting goosebumps from this. It's crazy. It's like making this pact with each other that is very dramatic, but it's only just you two. So I feel like this was something that happened in your last life. Wow. Really beautiful. Yeah, so that's what they're giving me there. I'm just going to go deeper, and I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know regarding new love? Can you please guide them? We have the Seven of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse, both in the reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know regarding new love? Truly grateful for the messages so far. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have, it's interesting, yeah. So we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So basically they're indicating what's happened. So the Seven of Swords, as I said, there's some sort of trust issue here with regards to this situation. Seven of Swords is about perhaps you caught someone doing something and they may come back on in wanting to make amends with you. Okay, so it's a time where in the upright, they want me to show you, it feels like someone ran away, okay, or betrayed your trust in some sort of way, and they may have asked for forgiveness for it, but without the apology. It's really strange. It's almost like they come back on in expecting you to forgive them in some way. And you may have gone round in circles with this person, but what they're indicating here is you're not taking it anymore. Okay, it feels like you're blowing the whistle on it. You're calling time. It's done and done. Now, with that Seven of Swords in the reverse, this person may come towards you to have a conversation, because swords are about communication, the intellect, you know, coming together to discuss things. But it really feels like the person you were dealing with, they sometimes withheld communication from you to in some way punish you. It's quite an abusive situation, but it feels like they're really indicating the dark feather there. So it feels like this person, it's like dark clouds kind of come when this person comes around. So there's an energy of and they're giving me two. So perhaps you've given this person two opportunities already to prove themselves, and it still hasn't worked out. So they're indicating trust issues from this situation led you to a bit of a lack of confidence in yourself. That Six of Wands there in reverse suggests you may have walked away feeling in some way that this person, using sort of tricksy words, made it feel like you did something wrong, or either way, it knocked your confidence there. And that sassy, feisty Gemini that you were before is somehow, this person tried to dull your shine, is what they're indicating. Now also they're indicating something about work here. As I said, work is sort of pushing its way through into the love read, which is a little bit cheeky, but I'm going to give you what they're giving me here, which is some sort of project that you were hoping to get off the ground. You may have had some sort of team thing to compete with each other, or, you know, some sort of passionate idea. It feels like it didn't go the way that you'd hoped. Okay, and as a result, there is something to do with teamwork, where it's you know, no support, sloppy behavior. It really feels like no one's got your back. Okay, you're having to do things solo. Things are a little bit disjointed at work. So it feels like you're having to bury your head in that work and get things off the ground. Okay, so interesting energy, but they're just giving me almost like a bit of a blueprint of what was going on there. Now we're just going to go to the White Witch Tarot to gain the overall energy of what we're dealing with. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? Thank you so much. We have the Devil. Interesting energy to start with. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. We have the Judgment. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? Yeah, we got the Chariot card. Interesting. Oh, they've asked me to go again, so I will. And we have the Fool. So yeah, there's a new start here. So maybe you're thinking about shaking things up. But there's definitely a new start in love here. Now we have the Devil. Okay, so there is some sort of attachment still here. Now this is the protagonist energy, Capricorn placement. There is an obsession here. Now this, I'm picking up, the first energy I'm picking up is an obsession about your work. Okay, now it's a slight indication where they're saying, be mindful of your work and your play kind of shift, because it feels like it's all work and no play, and that makes Gemini very bored and very frustrated. So they just want you to have a look at that, because there is obsessive behavior here. It's almost like you're addicted to work because it helps you further your progress in your career. But also they're indicating there is something at your work situation or in your current situation. This could be something to do with someone in the past. It's making you feel a little bit stuck, and you're trying to release yourself from this situation. Because it's in this particular position, the protagonist, it suggests you're trying to recover from the situation, leave it, move on, cut it away in some way, and you want to lead with authenticity. You want a more authentic life. You want to get back to nature. You want to just, you know, breathe. But it feels like the situation you found yourself in, it's hard to extricate yourself from this. I mean, everybody's got to pay bills, and everyone's got a certain way of living that we have to meet. So I totally get it. I understand that, you know, we got to do what we got to do in order to earn the money to pay the bills. But they don't want you to let it take over your life where you've got no time for you. Okay, so they want, it's almost like to cut that cord. Now, the secondary energy I'm getting here is from someone in the past. There's some sort of sexual lust. I don't often get that with this card, but it really feels like this person from the past is coming back to have a conversation with you. They may say to you that they want to be more open, more honest with you. They want to make amends. They want to, you know, they want to show you who they truly are. Now, it's got you all up in your head, okay? That judgment, because it's suggesting you're, how can I put that? You don't believe them really deep down that they've changed. There is a denial here, but this person is going to come back to say that they made a big mistake. They regret it. And that's fair and well, but if you've already given them a couple of opportunities, which I feel you have, they're indicating, wow, they just said Batman. This has happened before. This has happened before. It feels like very much, okay, what are you giving me there? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Okay, yeah, they've brought up this before, Batman, and what they're indicating here is this person may gravitate back towards you. It's like they send out a Batman signal. They need you, okay? When things are going not so good in their life, they come back towards you because they feel like you're strong. You are the light. And it's almost like they send out their SOS towards you. And because you don't like to leave anyone hanging, you've got a very beautiful, pure heart, you may sort of reach out to them back and sort of like give them another chance because you feel a bit sorry for them. So that's the energy that I'm getting. They want you to release that, okay? Because that's something that's connected in some way to the family, healing the family wounding, which is, you know, when someone is sad or in distress, you automatically reach out to help them, which is wonderful. Don't ever change that energy. But once you feel like you're being taken for granted and it continues to happen, Gemini, recognize that you're in a cycle, okay? And it's the cycle you need to disconnect from. Now we have the Judgment card. It's in the antagonist position. When it's in this particular position, there is, it's almost like, sometimes you feel a little bit clouded. Which direction should you go in? This is to do with work as much as it is to do with love. But when this person comes back, it feels a little bit confusing. So it's like you're trying to work out what's happening there. And you fear change. Maybe this situation at work, you recognize you have to free up some time for you, and it is worrying because once you do that, you're like, well, what do I do with my time then? And if I don't work this many hours, then I don't get this. It feels very much like you're working things out, but there seems like there's some sort of new opportunity that's opening up to you, a new way of life or some sort of adventurous kind of like, there's a wake-up call here as to your life's purpose. This is the energy they want you to overcome. They want you to make a final decision as to what it is that you truly want in a person, in a path, all of those things. And once you make that decision, then you're moving, you're taking action, and you're having this new start. And that's where you you meet this new person that's coming on in towards you. Now we have the Chariot card, Cancerian energy. This is action, which creates change. Okay, so not only is it a spiritual journey here, because there is some sort of spiritual gift that you have as well. It feels very much like when you're moving, like the Chariot, you're either on a journey, a physical journey, excuse me, or you're on some sort of quest, because they keep showing me like a map, X marks the spot, treasure. It feels like you're on a quest, and once you're moving forward towards that quest, that journey, it may be a physical journey as much as it is a spiritual journey. That's when you meet this new person. When you take charge, you make change. Now, they just said vroom vroom to me. Vroom vroom. So it's either an energy of get moving or vroom vroom as in you're thinking about buying a car. This is the unified energy. So perhaps the overall energy is that you're moving on, or you're taking a vacation. You're going to take some sort of break there. I feel your friends are in some way involved, your soul tribe. So I don't feel like you're going alone in this. It's around about the moon cycle. So the end of October, 31st of October. Yeah, Hunter's moon, because they're really highlighting the harvest has happened. So harvest moon has happened there. So this is you moving towards the end of the month. taking this opportunity. It will be very, very peaceful, very peaceful. And they're saying you feel overstretched, but you'll make it work. And now they just said peas in a pod, peas in a pod. So it really feels like they've given pair already, and it's like now peas in a pod. So it feels like you're meeting your match, you're meeting your equal, okay? Sweet pea is what they're saying. Peas in a pod, sweet pea. Something about peas. So either you're eating peas, shelling peas, you're planting sweet pea. If that's in some way relevant to you, then there's something in this message for you. But yeah, you're definitely moving on to get the love that you truly deserve. And here it is, the Fool card. It's about an adventurous new path in love. So this is Aries energy. There is a wonderful, hopeful opportunity coming your way in love. This person, as I said, they're very free-spirited. They do want to settle down, but I'm getting this energy that is going to be quite a whirlwind with you and this person. Very curious about each other. This person is very curious about you right from the beginning. As I said, it's quite intense. You may try and put the brakes on it, but they really want you to peacock yourself and show your wonderful gifts off. So in some way, you two may connect on this sort of spiritual plane in terms of your gifts. Again, they're saying bokeh. So perhaps it is a photography thing. Perhaps you book yourself on a photography course that involves traveling. I mean, that's quite precise, but I'm trying to pick up the energy that I'm being given here. Either way, it's some sort of curious path, somewhere where you're learning something that you're very curious about or have been curious about for a while, that mixes kind of travel or adventure, because we got the Chariot card and the New Start. But it's a wonderful new opportunity to start something exciting. Now I'm just going to give you a Fountain Tarot to gauge any final details they'd like to give me about this new love. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? How would you like to receive? Okay. The Chariot. Moving on from the Devil. Page of Cups. Here is the new love. Page of Cups. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Ooh. How would you like to receive? Okay. Huh? Oh, wonderful message at the end. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups in the upright. Okay, so this is moving in. The Chariot card, as I explained, is the Cancerian energy. A very emotive time, but it's about action. It's about change. Moving away from the devil. Okay, you can't ever eradicate the devil, because we're all human, and I mean the devil energy. I'm not talking about the actual devil, the devil energy. We can't ever eradicate that, because we're human. Okay, we all have wonderful points about ourselves, attributes, but we also have faults. So they're indicating there, what we can do is highlight where our faults lie. So for example, overworking. Yes, it's wonderful to be working like an absolute beast to get your financial future secure and your career path going, but remember to enjoy the present moment for yourself. Invest in yourself. So they're just indicating, take action, shine a light on anywhere that you feel like you're not investing in yourself and you're being obsessive about a certain area of your life. They just want you to sort of like relax and let things unfold naturally. But this is you taking charge of your destiny. Now with this card, I'm picking up a little bit of ambition here. So something about a project that you're hoping to take charge of, or you're moving towards. It feels very much like you're still going the distance to make that change, but there is, it feels like there was a disappointment and you had to sort of rein it in and maybe take a different direction. That's the energy I'm getting. But you're in charge now. You're moving forward and you're recovering and moving away from anything that does not serve you, that is holding you back, as it were. So you're moving forward from anything that held you back. And we have the Page of Cups. Here's the new love, okay? Page of Cups, water element. This is a Pisces card here, but this person could have a placement in Scorpio, because I'm feeling very deep, intense energy there. It could be Cancerian as well, because they're also very nurturing. But this person, it feels like they're they're so new in their spirit. It feels very much sort of like, not that they're not an old soul, because they do have a soul contract with you already. What I'm getting is that this person, they feel light. Okay, they care about the world. They're curious about everything. Very adventurous, very pure spirit, really beautiful. This person, they wouldn't hurt a fly. It's gorgeous. Now they're asking me to look at this card a little bit closer, so I will. One moment, please. Okay, they're giving me two things. One is whalebone. Whalebone. So the whale and whalebone. I mean, whalebone, I don't really know what, I mean, back in the day, people used to wear whalebone in corsets and things. I mean, that's a tenuous link. I don't know why they're giving me whalebone. I'm just trying to... whalebone. Perhaps you go to a museum or you work at a museum where they have whalebones or something like that. If that resonates in some way, whalebone, perhaps that's a place. Whalebone. Then there's something for you in this message if it resonates. But they're also showing me someone decorating a cake. So it's almost like a shaving, a chocolate shaving that then swirls over as you shave it. And then it's like being placed really carefully on top of a cake. Okay, so perhaps that's you. If you're making a cake as you're listening to this and you're doing shavings, chocolate shavings for some sort of, maybe that's your skill, maybe that's your gift that you're sitting on, that you're not actually, at the moment you're just doing it for friends and family. If that's you, a caterer, you know, then there's something in this message for you. Okay, but this is a beautiful love that's coming on in for you. Very balanced, harmonious, supportive, finally. And this person just gets you. There is a telepathic almost energy between you both. Very nurturing. Also, there's something about pink hair. Pink hair. Okay, so perhaps you've dyed your hair pink, male or female. This is not a gender-specific reading. It feels, or if it's not you who's dyed your hair pink, perhaps this person has a little bit of pink in their hair. That's quite precise. It's not for everybody, but they're indicating that. Also, what's that? Okay, I'm not really... Okay, so they're indicating that someone has like quite a large mole or mark on their third finger. Well, it's the second finger, I guess. There's the thumb, the two fingers is here in this area. Okay, and you may be looking at it like this as you're listening to the reading. If that's you, then there's something in this message for you. It's quite large. It's not something like I've got the tiniest little mark there. It's not like that. It's quite noticeable, and you may be looking at it because they're showing me an image of someone just looking at a mark right there. If that's you, as I said, there's something in this message for you. Also, they're indicating, that's interesting, what they're indicating here on this, there's also like a little star marking in the, I don't know what you call this, this part of the finger, a little star marking. They're saying that you have spiritual gifts that you're not tapping into. Okay, so I'm just going to give it to you as I'm getting it. Now we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. Excuse me. A little bit of, they really want to nudge you and remind you about the confidence. You have the power to do whatever it is that you want. Okay, law of attraction. You know, you're very connected at this time spiritually. So your dreams are coming true because we got that Nine of Cups. Your wishes are the universe's command at this time. So please believe in yourself. Okay, this is about here is a lack of confidence. You may feel like giving up on love or on passion, on finding new love because of some sort of disappointment in the past. They want you to release that energy for this new start because your dreams are coming true. Okay, that Nine of Cups is everything you wished for in a person. It's going to come even bigger and better than you ever imagined. Okay, this is a lot of abundance coming your way as well because some sort of project that you're trying to get off the ground. Either you didn't have support on, or it fell through, this passion project of yours. It's about to come to fruition and bring you a lot of abundance. Okay, you're going to be happier than you've ever been. This is what they're indicating here. It's like you found the treasure. You got the gold. You found the treasure. They're indicating two things with this. Happiness is from within. Okay, so you may be on the treadmill for your career, where you're continuously going towards a goal, but happiness is found in here, and you may find that. So when you meet this new person, it really feels like it just sort of, everything sort of falls into place. Okay, I'm just going to give you any final messages before we close. I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Anything further my beautiful Gemini need to know regarding this reading? Can you please guide them? We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so as I said, some sort of water element. Ooh, how would you like to proceed? Okay. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups. So same message here. The Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups. As you can see, this person, I told you to be a little bit mindful that this person, they still feel like this new person, they feel like they sort of put you on a bit of a pedestal. Okay, they really look up to you. They're so proud to have you on their arm. They're very free, as I said, but I don't know, they just raise you up. But we have that Queen of Cups. Now, this is about, even though you are an air element, this is about you sitting in your power, knowing that you are a wonderfully supportive, healing person. Don't ever change yourself. That is beautiful energy. But if someone is taking advantage of you, obviously, you know what to do. But what they're indicating here is there's something about this gold or the treasure, okay? And that you had the treasure all along. There's a gift here that they're indicating with this Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is, sitting in her power. She's very balanced. She knows what she truly deserves. Yeah, they're really highlighting gifts. Really highlighting gifts here for me. So there's something that's going to be, oops. There's some sort of gift that you have that is actually going to bring you emotional security and allow you to, like, maybe you've got a spiritual gift. It feels like you're doing it to help others as well. There's a generosity here with it. You already have the gift. Is what they're giving me. You're sitting on the gift and you're not exploring. It's like unfulfilled potential. So have a look at that. Now, also they're indicating something, this sorrow from childhood. There may be a sibling who passed away in childhood. Now, I don't really want to get into that energy, but they're indicating that this is one of the reasons why you may always feel like you want to overgive in a connection, because you want to make it right. You want everything to be right. You want everybody to be loved. Okay? And sometimes you forget about yourself, Gemini. They want you to be mindful. It is not a selfish act to love yourself. Okay? So whatever those gifts are, explore them, because they're going to be very fruitful. They just said it's going to take you somewhere. It's going to take you somewhere. Okay? They're really highlighting this river. It's going to take you somewhere. So it really speaks, whatever it is that speaks to your emotional self, your emotional being. Trust your intuition. This thing is going to take you somewhere. Okay? Now we also have the Six of Swords. It's in the reverse. It's also over that Page of Cups. So this person that's coming on in, this new person that's coming on in, they made that soul contract. They will always seek to find you. They will never... they're stuck on you, okay, from a previous lifetime. They're unable to move on. They want to come towards you because it is love. It's the deepest love of all. So again, they're giving me the Scotland, the two people on the cliff. It feels like the soul contract was so strong that you will never leave each other's side. You will always find each other in each lifetime, okay? So also they're indicating it's a necessary transition that you're in at the moment. And here we have that Knight of Cups. Again, water element, as I said, quite strong, water element in the new person coming on in. This person is very romantic. You will be in no doubt, male or female, not a gender specific reading, but you'll be in no doubt here that this person falls for you quite hard. And it's something that they're quite intense. As I said, you may feel like, whoa, slow that down. But this person, they actually want to go somewhere with you also. They're saying this, the river runs in the same direction is what they're giving me. The river runs in the same direction. So they're highlighting the river in each of the cups. It runs in the same direction. So you and this person will be on the same page. Now this person may be slightly younger than you, but this knight, as I said, male or female, not a gender specific reading. This person, they've got a lot of love there, okay? Yeah, romantic attraction, chivalry. They really admire you. And it's almost like this person sees you for who you truly are, Gemini, and helps you fall in love with yourself also. You fall in love with them, but it's the way that this person is with you that you start to fall in love with yourself even deeper, because they're reflecting back what they see in you. It's really beautiful energy, really reciprocal, okay? So exciting stuff coming your way. I'm just going to give you, I'll close that there. I'm just going to give you a Wisdom of the Oracle to close the reading before we leave. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. We have, oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just getting this here. We have soulmates. Sorry, soulmates. Beautiful. Look at those little penguins. They're so sweet. Yeah, this is divinely guided. It's like this person has held the key for your heart and vice versa for centuries with this past life connection. Penguins, they partner up with their person and then they build this. They're showing me a penguin sitting on an egg, actually. So either you and this person will choose to have, as I said, a third human with each other quite quickly. So either adopting or being a parent naturally quite quickly, or you or the person come with a child, okay, already. But yeah, that is beautiful energy there. Okay, I'm just going to read from the book. It's number 41. So 41 is, when you reduce it, number 4 plus 1 is 5, obviously, and 5 is the Hierophant. So Taurian energy, but the Hierophant is an indicative of high level commitment that leads to a partnership in marriage, or some sort of union that is considered like a marriage, just so you're aware. 41. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, and relationship fostering personal growth. Interesting that the word fostering is in there, because I'm picking up on. But anyway, it says here, your prosperity message is: strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey that you'll share with others, mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers. Open doors for you to step through the portal to join in the harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. And it says here as well, the relationship message: consider love the deepest sense. Consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so that you will finally claim who you are meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of, you're in the presence of your soulmates, come to guide you home to the real you. Sorry about that. As I was reading, there's a lot of messages coming through streaming at the same time, so it was quite distracting, but they're showing me union bands, wedding rings, and they were giving me music that had the bagpipes. So there is some sort of Scottish, it feels like very, very Scottish connection between you and this person. The wedding bands, I don't know if that is even... well, it's calling them union bands. Maybe that's even a Scottish thing, rather than calling them wedding rings, union bands. So I'm just going to look all that up when I leave the reading, because I love to be taught by Spirit as much as anything. But yeah, wonderful. We're ending on soulmates. Okay, so beautiful energy there. I'm just going to give you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Okay, so we have the skull and crossbones. Also, they just said, look at the beam of light. So beautiful. This is a wonderful beam of light that's actually lighting up your reading, which I don't often get coming through here. But we've got the skull and crossbones, which is scorpionic energy, the death card, okay? Big changes are happening here. You're moving on. New beginnings are starting because you're letting go of anything that does not serve you in the past. So doing a lot of shedding there. This is the time for rebirth and transformation. It helps you to move on. They want this over the devil card because you're learning and shedding, okay? And also we have that wonderful horse. So you're moving on. There's a couple of horses that have shown up in your reading, okay? We have the chariot. The chariot here has got 2 horses, but also we've got that Knight of Cups, okay? And as you can see, that's about moving forward, taking action, taking charge of your destiny, and that's when this new love comes on in. So you're right on target. You're on the right path to meet this person. They actually want me to put this trinket, this horse trinket, on the 9 of Cups. It's like you're galloping towards your dreams coming true. So think of this time period as your wish is my command from the universe, okay? So be mindful what you're wishing for, but this new love is coming on in. It is divinely guided, and as you can see, we got soulmate, wedding, new love. I mean, across the board, they're giving you a big message. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, we'll leave it there. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message, and it lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to win that personal reading, please pop over to the major quickie for Gemini. All the details are in that reading as to how to win the personal reading, and I will leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini. Love and light.